So, paper 7. As a British citizen, you should respect and obey the law, look after the area in which you live and the environment. Okay, these are the correct answers. When is Halloween celebrated? 31st of October. Now, the Bill of Rights 1689 confirmed the rights of Parliament and the limits of the King's power. So, what was this bill called? The Bill of Rights 1689 it passed. It confirmed the rights of the Parliament and limits of the King's power. Okay, that was the Bill of Rights. What is the name of the most famous cricket competition played between England and Australia? The Ashes. The most famous cricket competition played between England and Australia is the Ashes, which is a series of test matches played between England and Australia. What was the biggest source of employment during the 18th century? Manufacturing. During the 18th century, manufacturing jobs became the main source of employment in Britain. In 1314, the Scottish, led by Robert the Bruce, defeated the English at the Battle of Bannockburn, and Scotland remained unconquered by the English. Okay, this is a true statement. So what happened in 1314 year, the Scottish, led by Robert the Bruce, they defeated the English. And what was the battle? The Battle of Bannockburn. And Scotland remained unconquered by the English. Which of the following is an example of criminal offense? So smoking in public place where it is not allowed is a criminal offense. Okay. But there are few things which are not a criminal offense, like dispute about faulty goods or service. This is not criminal offense. Dispute about unfair dismissal in the workplace. This is also not a criminal offense. Dispute between landlord and the tenant who have not paid the rent. This is not a criminal offense. So it is against the law to smoke tobacco products in nearly every enclosed public place in the UK. There are signs displayed to tell you where you cannot smoke. Now, which Scottish clan was killed for not taking the oath? The MacDonalds of Glencoe. So the MacDonalds of Glencoe, they were the Scottish clan who were killed for not taking the oath. Which two issues can the devolved administrations pass laws on? So they can pass laws on health and education. The policy and laws governing defense, foreign affairs, immigration, taxation, and social security, they all remain under central UK government control. However, many other public services such as health and education are controlled by devolved administrations. Okay. The assassination of the Archduke Franz Ferdinand of Austria in 1914 led to which of the following wars? It led to the First World War. Okay, so that was the reason of the First World War. On June 28, 1914, Archduke Franz Ferdinand of Austria was assassinated. This set off a chain of events leading to First World War. What is the capital city of Scotland? Edinburgh. In 1833, the Emancipation Act abolished slavery throughout the British Empire, and that is a true statement. So what happened in 1833? The Emancipation Act abolished slavery throughout the British Empire. What is the name of the process by which many Scottish landlords destroyed individual small farms which were known as crofts to make space for large flocks of sheep and cattle. That's called the Highland clearances. So many Scottish landlords destroyed individual small farms known as crofts to make space for large flocks of sheep and cattle. That is called Highland clearances. The Falkland Islands are a British overseas territory and is part of United Kingdom is a false statement. They are British overseas territory. They are also linked to UK, but they are not part of it. Which of the following are Civil War battles? So the Battle of Marston Moor, the Battle of Naseby. They are Civil War battles. The Battle of Marston Moor, MM, and then the Battle of Naseby. What was the name of the activist group who fought for women's right to vote? That was suffragettes. Suffragettes. In the late 19th and early 20th century, an increasing number of women campaigned and demonstrated for greater rights, and in particular the right to vote. They formed the women's suffrage movement and became known as the suffragettes. So they fought for women's right to vote. Suffragettes. What UK landmark was voted as Britain's favorite view in 2007? That was Lake District. In 2007, television viewers voted Wastwater Lake District as Britain's favorite view. Then, who were the first people to live in Britain in what we call the Stone Age? They were the hunter-gatherers. The first people to live in Britain were hunter-gatherers. What is the name of the movement against the authority of the Pope and the ideas of Catholic Church that took place during the reign of Henry VIII? It was the Reformation. The Reformation. So the name of the movement against the authority of the Pope and the ideas of Catholic Church, that was the Reformation. What do you need to apply for national insurance number? Contact the Department for Work and Pensions. If you have the permission to work in the UK, you will need to telephone the Department for Work and Pensions to arrange to get a national insurance number. Which of the following is a major horse racing event in England? That's the Royal Ascot. So the Royal Ascot is a 5-day race meeting in Berkshire attended by members of the royal family. The Grand National at Aintree near Liverpool and the Scottish Grand National at Ayr. So these are the famous horse racing events. First is Royal Ascot, which is a 5-day race meeting in Berkshire attended by members of the royal family. Then you've got the Grand National at Aintree near Liverpool, Grand National. And then you've got Scottish Grand National at Ayr. How many members form a jury in Scotland? It's 15 members. In Scotland, a jury has 15 members. What is known as Lent? Lent is the 40 days before Easter. Okay. Then, when was the last successful foreign invasion of England? That was in 1066. The Norman Conquest was the last successful foreign invasion of England in 1066. Norman Conquest was the last successful foreign invasion of England in 1066. So we saw there are 15 members in a jury in Scotland. So how many members are there in jury in England and Wales? There are 12 members in the jury in England and Wales. Okay, 12 members, but 15 in Scotland.